Hello, and welcome to the Brew-A-Long for our Katia Duque coffee. So this coffee comes from Katia's Finca San Isidro farm in the Copan region of Honduras, located just outside the Copan Ruinas, or the Mayan ruins. So this coffee is a Catuai varietal that has undergone a process that Katia calls microorganism washed. Effectively, what this means is that Katia has offset her water use for the washing stage of this coffee by using fermentation liquid from a previous batch of coffee, kind of like a Mosto process. So for this coffee, we've gone back to our daily driver recipe. So we have our Hario V60 here, fitted with Cafec Abaca filters, and we have 20 grams of coffee. So we're going to go ahead and add that to our dripper. Give a little shake to level off the bed there. And make sure our scale is on and zeroed. Now for this brew method, we're going to be using our 20 grams of coffee, 330 grams of total brew water, and 4 pours. The first pour is going to be 100 grams, and they're going to be slightly declining in volume as we go. All right, so getting started. First pour, starting in the center, up to 25 grams, and then spiral to the edge for the remaining 75 up to 100 grams total. And should take in that roughly 15-ish second range mark. Now, our next pour is going to begin at 45 seconds. The second and third pours of this brew are both going to be 80 grams, following a structure where the first half of the pour is a direct center pour, and the second half of the pour is a spiral to the edge. So coming up on our 45-second mark here, we're going to pour the first 40 grams into the center up to 140, then spiral to the edge there up to 180. Now our third pour is going to begin at 1 minute and 15 seconds. The water that we're using today was heated to 94 Celsius or roughly 200 Fahrenheit. Getting ready for our third pour, starting now. Once again, the first 40 in the middle up to 220. And then we're going to spiral to the edge for the remaining 40 up to 260 there. Now the final pour is going to begin at 1 minute and 45 seconds and will be 70 grams total, with the first 30 as a center pour and then spiral to the edge to complete our brew. Starting now. The first 30 again in the center to 290 rather, and then spiral to the edge to our final brew of 330. And we are now going to just wait and let this fully draw down. We are aiming for a total brew time of roughly 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but there is some room for error, and it doesn't have to be super precise, so give or take 10 seconds or so. Once again, this is Katia Duque's coffee, a washed Catuai undergoing her microorganism wash structure. So just as we've passed 230, it's fully drawn down there. Our water was heated to 94 degrees Celsius. We used 20 grams of coffee and 330 grams of total brew water. But of course, this is just one way to brew this coffee, so please play around, enjoy, and let us know how you're brewing.